Aloha, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Unapologetically, and I am Lee, energy practitioner, psychic medium, and I have many gifts. So today's collective message is about falling into alignment, so that the importance of alignment, because that's going to open new paths and new, almost like gateways in where you want to be in your life. It could either be like, I see like career or like job opportunities, those are one and the same, or passions, right? Or love interest, it just, or where you want to live. There's just so many avenues in abundance, right? And we're changing the way we approach life. There's a sense of dropping from the monkey mind, like the patriarchy of, and also just how we used to view like the hustle and grind and everything is falling away. There's a sense of like that needs to stop, and if you are not in your heart space and like listening to your gut, your heart, I feel like the heart space is the balance between the higher knowing, but also like a grounded vision. And that's what's coming in. And also the heart chakra card did come up. And when you align with the higher knowing and grounded vision, there's a sense of determination, but you also have to be patient in allowing this alignment to happen, because I see like the energy has to align first. It has to fit, not like in a box, it's more of, I guess you could say, just alignment, and it feels right. Everything is more based on feeling and also like knowing when to take the right steps, or knowing when you should be doing like your studies, or I don't know, going after or speaking to a person or something like that. And just giving it time to marinate and allow it to grow. It's almost like planting a seed, right? And to be honest, like it's going to be difficult for a lot of people, because it's something that is so ingrained in us that subconsciously it's like not just our lifetime, right? It's also like the collective's lifetime, and like the many lives that we lived, or everyone on this planet. It's just the whole system, if that makes sense, and it's the breaking down of it. So, and Spirit is also showing me that there's a sense of hesitation, because it is something different. It is something new, where we have to trust our knowing, right? Like going within and following the alignment. And the last card I'm looking at is the creative vision, which is the King of Wands. Just having that ignition and knowing where you're going. The overall theme or energy around this is emotional wisdom, Queen of Cups. Just knowing that everything is going to be okay, and just following your emotions. I've spoken about this several times, but emotions are knowledge. It's telling you where you're holding on to something, or not resting enough, or you're, I don't know, it could be many things. Like, emotions are part of our lower selves, but at the same time, they're those denser energies, I guess, like demons or witchcraft and whatnot, they do attach to the things we haven't looked at and amplify it. And the thing is, like, you really have to be, like, you really want to let it go. You know what I mean? Your soul, your heart really needs to let it go. And it's really hard. I hear it's, or not here, but I see, like, there needs to be, you have to separate yourself from your ego, and that is very, very difficult, because a lot of us, we associate ourselves with our ego, our personalities, our human names, but we're much more than that. We're multi-dimensional beings. And yeah, we have to trust that we are bigger than the role that we're playing, if that makes sense, right now. So it's multifaceted. Yes, you have human responsibilities, you know, but then there's other aspects of this experience that we must embrace and cultivate, right? And do not allow it to, this is Knight of Wands, fleeting interest. Do not allow it to deter you from the pursuits of your happiness, of what you wish to fulfill in your life. And it's so interesting, both of these were at the bottom of the deck. There's the sun behind them, and they're both male. Knight of, what is it? Knight of Cups and King of Cups. And I also pulled the Queen of Cups. So it's just having to let go of the thinking mind. To be honest, like, I feel like, you know, the crown chakra, third eye, and throat, the upper three chakras are beneficial, you know what I mean? But I hear it's been tainted by society, right? Making us think that we need to worry about other things. So now it's almost like we have to rewire ourselves to, like, feel again, like, what do we truly want? What do you truly want? You know, and then once that's all settled, and knowing what is your energy and what is outside energies, and what's influencing your thoughts, right? And it's all about being mindful. That's how you are able to have clear alignment, is to know, like, who you truly are, you know, at a soul level, or at a higher self, or like, what is your true essence? I like essence better than soul. I feel like soul, it's still a container, you know what I mean? Essence, it's like unlimiting, right? It's consciousness, your essence. And yeah, it's just exploring that, allowing yourself to explore it. Give yourself where's that time? You know, this is a Seven of Pentacles, time to cultivate it, you know, work at it, you know, dedicate some time to drop in, to quiet your thinking monkey mind. Yeah, and what I notice, what I hear is a friend of mine just figuring out, what are my thoughts and what are my higher intuition, like guidance. And there's no difference. I feel like higher guidance is from your higher self, right? And your thoughts are from your lower human self, like that ego, right? When you separate that ego from the mind, then you truly know, or you have a true sense of knowing, and then you hear like higher guidance, right, from your higher self. or from your angels and guides or ancestors, you know, whoever you work with, for your highest good. Let's see here. I was drawn to energy, the energy oracle cards here. And then I also want to draw the starseed. The starseed oracles, interesting. And I here have faith. I have faith. So what came out is the Magician and the Mirror. And what I first noticed were the two, like water and earth, and the infinity sign. And you're just learning how to alchemize your mind, alchemize like the energy around you. And as I was shuffling, two more cards came out right behind the other. They're both doorways, and I believe I said this a doorway, something about a doorway, but the door to personal healing and happiness, and door to spirit. So when you sit in alignment and allow things to inspire you rather than pushing, and the pathway is going to clear automatically. It's just, I hear, and I asked it in my telepathically, I asked higher guidance, well, why does collective need to wait and to listen? Or wait, that's the answer. I it didn't mean listen. I meant, why do they have to wait? And Spirit is telling me that you have to learn to listen again. Listen to your calling, not external calling. And that's what collective is struggling with, is differentiating between societal wants and what you truly want, what your essence wanted for your human experience to be before coming down here, right? And I hear some of your destinies have been hijacked and kind of deterred because of the power that you yield, you know, of the magic that you could bring into this world. And at the under the I'm sorry, words today. At the bottom of the deck is door to value, and then behind that is adjacent possibilities. So it, again, with doors, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, I love this. So the doors are going to open up for you when you release control. That's the main thing, controlling your destiny. Just knowing that you are on the right path. That's a very masculine thing to do, is the idea that you have control. Like this human vessel and this human mind and everything, we have control. When technically we don't have control, things can just like come at us and we really don't have control. Because like maybe our higher selves is trying to push us towards something that is more better, right? And more fulfilling. Confirmation. I heard a little honk there. Okay, I'm going to do the Starseed Oracle guidebook. Sorry, I'm looking at the book. The Starseed Oracle. I haven't pulled this in a while. I really like the Healing Waters. It's this one here. It's really pretty. This was my first of their decks here. Rebecca or Campbell and Noel. No, I don't know. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. And I think that's part of alignment, is allowing yourself to rest, and that's part of the reset. It is so beautiful, the artwork. What I'm drawn to are white flowers. So I just wonder if that's a little message for somebody, white flowers, for you. It's almost like baby's breath. That's what I see in my mind's eye. The great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Oh, interesting, because I've noticed too, when I am working on my alignment, I have to soften this energy. The 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 anger, right? The conflict, and just softening everything, because everything in this world, especially in the United States, is very toxic masculine. And it's not about the feeling and just being present, right? It's all about in the head, not and in the mind, right? And not being present and soft. Isn't that crazy? Like the two dynamics here. The two dynamics. Very divinely feminine, receiving and resting, and anger and war, and just, I mean, not that it's a bad thing, masculine energy is beautiful in itself too, to get things done, but it's just, I feel like right now is the time to reset and to really start over, if you feel called to. If you feel like nothing is feeling right anymore, nothing is feeling aligned anymore, then allowing yourself to drop down into your heart space, and and be patient with yourself. It's okay. This journey isn't for the lighthearted, right? You can do this, and when you do, the door to value is going to open up for you. Many possibilities. They're gonna tempt you. I feel like these are not just like positive doors. They're like some hidden agendas behind these doors as well. You just have to be mindful and remember, don't allow the ego to run your decision, and just listen to your, again, heart, the balance between the mind and the gut, the human self and the higher self, right? But anyways, that's the end of the message, beautiful souls. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and remember, take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because it's a collective reading. Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful morning, day, or evening whenever this video finds you. Till next time, bye beautiful souls.